All right, let's get right into it. And just a quick heads up before we begin, this is for educational purposes only, and it is definitely not financial advice. So here's our daily health check for January 13th, and the headline says it all. Recovery is underway. The fund has made a huge rebound, pushing back up toward that $1.91 million mark. It's a big day. Okay, so after what was, let's be honest, a pretty healthy but definitely tense correction, there's really only one question on everybody's mind, right? Is this bounce for real? Well, the numbers don't lie. In just 4 days, we're looking at a plus $54,000 recovery. Yeah, that's a pretty strong answer to that question, isn't it? And look, what's so telling is the shape of this whole thing. We dipped down to about 1.85 million on January 9th. And today, bam, we've shot right back over that crucial 1.9 million level. This isn't some slow grind back up. This is a classic, powerful V-shaped bounce. And here's where we stand right now, $1,908,890. So yeah, this recovery, it's not just a feeling, it's a fact. It's right there on the board. You know, to put that in perspective, we are now just 2.6% away from that all-time high we hit on January 6th. The peak is right there. It's totally back in our sights. Okay, let's zoom out a little bit. If you look at the journey over the last 34 days, it really tells the story. You can see these 4 distinct phases, right? There was that little dip into Christmas. Then that massive rally up to the all-time high. Then, of course, the correction we all felt. And now we're in this awesome recovery phase. And when you take that wider view over the whole 34-day period, the fund is still up over 17%. It just shows that correction, which, yeah, it felt pretty intense while it was happening, was really just a small blip. We barely gave back any of those huge gains. Honestly, this is what a healthy uptrend is supposed to look like. So you gotta ask, right? What's the engine behind all this? What's driving this incredible recovery? Well, today, the answer has one name, BNKR. Look at that, almost $1.3 million in volume just from BNKR. It's been an absolute beast, no question, and it's leading the way. And this donut chart really shows you what's happening. Out of the total 9.3 million in volume, BNKR is grabbing a huge 14% slice of that pie. I mean, that's right up there with the other big players. It shows real strength and, just as important, deep liquidity. And hey, this isn't just a flash in the pan. The rally is broad. We're seeing great performance across a bunch of different BNKR vaults. Altogether, that's over 200 grand in exposure. It's that kind of depth that gives the whole fund a really solid foundation for this recovery. Now let's talk total volume, because this is a great sign. We hit that low of 6.1 million on the 9th, and look at the climb since then. We're right back up to 9.3 million today. This is exactly the kind of widespread activity you want to see for a healthy fund. Okay, so volume is looking great, but what about conviction? What are people actually doing? Well, this slide says it all. Check it out. Through the dip, through the bounce, one thing has been steady as a rock. People are still minting bonds. Get this, more than 200 new bonds have been minted just since that low point 4 days ago. That's fresh capital coming in, showing that belief in where this is all going, it never even flinched. All right, let's switch gears and talk portfolio health for a second. The EDEL vault concentration, it was getting a little high for a bit there, but today it's down to 9.97%. Now, why does that matter? Well, getting it under that 10% mark is huge. It means the fund is way more balanced, way healthier, and not overly dependent on just one asset. And the wallet itself, man, it's sitting in a really smart spot. It's actually grown to almost 166 grand since the low, so it's been soaking up fees this whole time. We've got plenty of ETH on hand, and we're over 91% deployed. That means we're earning passively, and we're ready to jump on new opportunities. So when you put all the pieces together, the fund value, the volume, the portfolio balance, there's only one conclusion. The verdict is in. We are officially in full-blown recovery mode. So let's just recap the proof one more time. Fund back over 1.9 mil? Check. BNKR volume going crazy? Check. Total volume strong? Check. People still minting bonds? You bet. Portfolio looking healthier? Check. I mean, literally every single metric is flashing green. So here's the bottom line. It really looks like the correction is over. Think about it. We've bounced 54 grand in just 4 days. BNKR is on fire, volume is looking fantastic, bonds are getting minted, and we're just a stone's throw away from the all-time high. The recovery is real, the fundamentals are solid, and DexFi is back on the move. Hey, thanks for tuning in. And just one final reminder, of course. All of this is for educational purposes. It is not financial advice. Please never invest more than you're willing to lose. And always, always do your own research. We'll see you next time.